guys, how's it going? We're going to be doing a step-by-step video of how to install a brand new AC unit right above the bedroom in your Grand Designs in the pre-wired vent location. So I hope this video is very informative and I hope you can get your unit up and running. Thanks guys. We're going to be installing a Dometic low-profile ducted AC unit in the pre-wired area in the bedroom. And up here we've got the vent already opened up, and we kind of cheated, but all you have to do is you have to remove all the screws up at the top and just peel away all the sealant around it, and let's get started with the rest. Alright guys, it's pretty self-explanatory right here, but all you gotta do is take off each screw out of each corner, and the little frame for the little skylight that used to be there is just gonna slide right out, and it will be exposing all your wiring and the duct that's also up there for you. Alright, and on this side we've got silver tape on this duct, so we're going to go ahead and just poke our finger through, which was the easiest thing to do, and go ahead and pull it off. And you want to get all the tape off. You don't have to get it exactly perfect, but the better you peel off, the better it is. And this is me getting the other side. You just want to make sure you get both sides. Don't forget a side, because if you forget a side, you're going to cause an air restriction, and your unit is not going to run nearly as good as it should, and that's because of an air restriction. And after I'm done peeling this, we're going to go up to the roof, and we're going to set the unit. Alright guys, this part I highly recommend having two people. That's just because of the sticky sealant that you peeled up earlier. It sticks to the bottom of the unit when you're trying to set it down and get it all lined up with that hole. It's easiest once you get two people up on the roof and you kind of eyeball it and set it somewhere in the middle and have it straight and level. And having one guy go down underneath the hole and centering it down there, because it's a lot easier that way. And having one guy up top doing the little adjustments. And I think we center it right about here. Alright, now that you got the unit set up top, we can put this little plate on, and basically what this plate does is it pulls down the AC unit so that the gasket is squished and you don't have any leaking in your RV. Plus it keeps it stable on the top of your roof and keeps you from losing it. And this is going to come with some really long bolts. You're just going to put those bolts through the corners that we're going to be putting them in, and it should line up exactly how yours does, but the four corners as well on the metal plate is going to fit in the four corners inside of the hole, of course, exactly where the framing was going for the skylight. This is him putting in the first one. As you can see, it's a real long bolt. You'll see the hole inside of on the bottom of the unit, and you don't have to tighten them real tight at first, just tight enough to where you can just hand tight so that you can get it on there. But it's these middle holes right here. Just slip it in, tighten it down, and it's going to want you to tighten those down all the way until your gasket is about ½ an inch. I believe it also has instructions on if you have a torque wrench. I believe it's 80. I can't. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure exactly. But just tighten it down to ½ an inch, and your unit won't be going anywhere, and you will definitely not have any leaks inside your RV, which is a definite no-no. Alright, now that you've got it all straight in there and you've got it all lined up with that hole, you're going to have all these wires hanging out, but don't worry, I'm going to tell you exactly what they are. Right here, you've got main power coming in from the unit itself, 3 wires, white, black, and a ground. You're going to have this right here. This is the control wire. This model of the unit actually has control board built in, so we didn't have to worry about that. Right here you've got main power coming from the RV, which you're going to be hooking up with the power for the AC. And orange and white, which is your 12 volts. You're just going to splice that. I will show you later. And last but not least, you're going to have this brown skinny wire, which is your thermostat wire. Alright guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to take some duct board and some duct sealant. We're just going to seal in here where the supplies, where they kind of come in to this return section. So we're going to seal that with duct sealant and duct board, which can be purchased at any Home Depot. And that's what we're going to do now. Alright, got it all sealed up with duct sealer and duct board. Duct board in the corners to keep from supply and return air mixing. It's not going to cool if those are mixing. It's not going to cool well at all. Over here, all the way over there is our supply. You can see right there a supply duct, and it's sealed completely all around it to keep from losing any air. Right here he is just mounting the electrical box so that we can mount all our electrical in a nice place and have it hidden away. Alright guys, before you should ever mess with electrical, you should always make sure your plug is unplugged from the trailer and any battery you have unplugged so you're not getting any power, and do not shock yourself. Alrighty guys, what we've done is we've gone ahead and mounted that box, and we're about to connect the power coming from the unit to the power coming from the RV itself. And quick little tip, this white box right here, all you have to do is pull it straight back. The wire comes out of the little holding brackets, and it'll be ready for you to splice into the unit. Let's get that. Alright guys, wiring it up is fairly simple when it comes to main power. You've got your yellow wire coming from your RV itself, and you've also got the wire that was hanging from the unit you just installed. It should came with wire inside of that little silver box that we had mounted. But all you have to do is color for color, white to white, wire nut that, and black to black, wire nut that, and mount your ground. Right here we're using wire nuts that actually have a sealant in them, almost like a silicone, so that it seals them real good, and it keeps us from having to tape around them, and if anything were to leak, which I doubt, but it keeps us from having to short in the future. Alright guys, and this is all the wires pushed in, looking pretty, and let's start with the thermostat. Alright, we've got main power landed, we've got wire nuts on it, it's pushed in the box and everything, box mounted. Now we're going to be working on the thermostat.